Hey guys, so the situation that happened with Sonia Massey just kind of makes me also think about my personal experience with the police with the and I just thought about something. I was in a location, a public location in a parking public location where customers can park it legally and publicly. And it was during after hours. I was trying to handle a few things on my phone before I had pulled off. So I was sitting there for a little minute, and I wasn't breaking any laws. And this Edomite cop, he comes and he's like, yeah, I saw you sitting here for a minute, and I decided to come over here, and I'm just trying to see like what's going on. Um he was like, and then I started explaining to him, and then he started getting like deeper and deeper in my business. And then when I explained everything, he was like, oh, well, can I see your driver's license? Can I get some identification? So I never was gonna give it to him. I hesitated and just was looking at him. I say hesitation because I was just looking at him like, what? And I just looked at him kind of weird, and I would never comply. I just basically ignored him. And then family, he was like, yeah, he was like, you good, you don't have to give me yeah, you don't have to give me your driver's license. And I was saying in my head, I don't know what make y'all think that we have to comply with something that goes against the law. That's not, it's my rights that I don't give you my driver's license, because I didn't do anything to have to give that to you. I did nothing. I didn't break any type of law for you to ask me for that. So number one, you're in the wrong for asking me for that. Number two, I didn't break any laws. Number three, it's my right um to not give you my driver's license, because I didn't do anything for me to have to present my driver's license. So all in all, you're the one in the wrong, and people need to know their rights, because these officers, they will push you, and they will be asking for stuff that you don't even supposed to be giving up. So you just really have to be careful out there, and that's common sense for anyone. Like, okay, I didn't do anything wrong, so why am I having to get my driver's license? That's why people gotta really understand, like, just because it's a police officer, you still have your rights. But a lot of us are scared because a lot of us get killed so easily when we don't comply. But you just have to use wisdom. And in that situation, I definitely wasn't giving up my driver's license, because I absolutely did nothing um to have to give up my license. I didn't break any laws. So technically that person was in the wrong for that the cop, the Edomite cop, was officer or whatever you want to call them, police, law enforcement, was wrong for asking me for my driver's license, because I absolutely, and you knew you was wrong, because you're gonna turn around in the same breath and say, oh, never mind, I don't need yeah, you good, you don't have to give me your driver's license. I was like, I was like, I kind of looked at him weird, and then he turned around and was like, "Oh, you don't have to do it." That's why you gotta, if you don't know your rights, and you, sometimes you can know your rights, and then you just caught off guard, and everything happening so fast. Sometimes your mind doesn't think. You know it's not right, but sometimes your mind won't catch up with your brain. I don't know how to explain it. It's like everything won't uh collaborate, and then sometimes you'll be grabbing for it, but at the same time your mind is thinking, and you're not thinking logically all together. You have to watch that. You have to learn to not move so quick, but move in slow motion and hesitate. Like if you don't know your rights, or you know your rights but your mind is just, and everything's happening so fast and it's hitting you out of nowhere. That's why it's good to move slow when officers are dealing with you. Move slow. Don't be so quick to just hand them what they're telling you. Because then you'll think about, like, that's my rights not to show a person my driver's license. So when you have your tags and your driver's license, That's why it's always good to like always bag in, always good to hesitate with handing the officer your driver's license. Always kind of look and just, hesitate and stare and be like, why am I having to do that like that? Because before you know it, you give it, and then all hell break loose like Sonya Massey, which she didn't get a chance to show her driver's license, but you can be in situations like Sonya Massey and many others, George Floyd, all of these, Sonya Blair or whatever her name is. I apologize, I'm butchering her name. You had my people from the guy from Mississippi that was butchered, um, Rasheem Carter. I know I'm saying they're butchering their names, but you'll be finding yourself in situations like that when you start complying. It makes the situation worse in some cases. In most cases, it does. So you thinking, oh, I'm complying, nothing's gonna happen to me. No, you still get shot and killed. So it don't matter what you do. These pigs, these brute beasts, your life is in danger. So yeah, just use wisdom. That's all I could tell a person. For all law, statutes, and commandments, be obedient to the Most High, with following His law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, um, and pray and do what He tells you to do with living right, and that's all you can do. And then use and ask Him for wisdom, and then that's all you can apply to the situation, because we're living in dark times where people are just losing it.